So hello guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. It's me, your girl Marie, and this is my journey. So thanks for coming back guys to listen to my story. um as we did mentioned in the previous videos, about moving from kind of like state one, which was the small village, to state two, that breakfast were provided. Also, we did mention about so how in this first transit it was very important and crucial for you to be able to have your refugee status, because that little status is what will take you to the next stage, and it's what will provide your needs for a very, very long time to come. So you need to do by all means to be able to get your family, that status is very, very crucial. It's very, very important. So so once you have getting that status with your stories, everything written down, and they're going to spray your hand, your fingers, your four fingers. And then while you are waiting for that time, at the first transit, I did mention that they are preparing another bigger transit than the one that you are currently in, which is the second transit. That's where you're going to have a little bit of good time. You're gonna kind of go through of what all happening, because it's going to be a little bit of relaxing compared to the first transit, because what the first transit does is that it's just basically preparing you for what comes in the future. So while you are waiting, you see the UN is written on the trucks, UN trucks. The UN trucks will come, and they will be assigned to each and every family here, by numbers. There'll be assigned to a numbers of family head. So whoever gets called to go into that truck directly, that handful of people will go in the same tent. So basically what that does is that they're going to call 25 family head. That 25 family head doesn't include the dependents, just mom or dad. So one single mom, a dad is counted as one family head. And despite you have 2, 3, 4, 5 children, they all just consider you people as one family. So they call those family head, and then you get into the truck, guys. So they will call 25 of those family heads who will go into that truck, and the truck will be ready for takeoff. So when you go to the next transit, putting you in a tent, and again, that's when the real refugees' life will start, because there now your names have been written down in a book as a refugees, and you have most of your status. So there they're going to be giving you rations such as blankets, refugees mat, bowl and cups, spoons, and little essential things that you will need in terms of eating or helping yourself. Buckets. Again, into that camp is mainly prepared than the first transit, because there you have clean drinking water as well. You have hand pump. They have already put in hand pump, and they have clinic, and of course they have a little shed made, like from zinc or something, or tapoli, again, for school, for children to be there to occupy themselves and not to worry about outdoor stuff, because outdoor stuff is the war, and the last thing you want your children to be in is worrying about what's happening. So the moment, as long as you keep the children occupied, that stress will be somehow free from you. So all you just concentrate on now is them going to school and coming back. So it was a very, very good thing for us. So there we did stay a bit longer, because they were preparing the actual camp, which we're going to get back into that story, the actual camp. So we were there for about maybe 4 months, if I still remember. So we were there. Life was good. Again, my grandparents was with us. They are sick, but you know, no hospital for them to go to get properly treated, except for giving them paracetamol. And again, my grandparents, they never was used to Western medicine. They always, whenever they are sick, especially my grandma, she will always, rely on the herbal medicine. So we knew what to do when they were always sick, going on the farm and getting some tree bark or leaves that she will want us to go and collect for her, and then we'll come and boil it, whichever way she want us to mix her that, and then we'll be able to make mix it with maybe a little bit of honey, and then she will drink it and just rest it. So we were in that camp. We already have used to the system, so in the first transit they used to cook us breakfast, as I did mention, which is in a form of porridge, but it was made of cornmeals. And then in the afternoons they will give us cooked bulgur wheat, the bulgur wheat and the split beans. They will give it to us with a bit of oil, and then mom or dad will go and collect those stuff according to the allocation time, and then they will come to serve the children eat. But in this second transit now, what they are doing is that we are now getting prepared what we're going to be facing in the long term to come. That is getting our own raw stuff, so that we too can take to our tent and cook for ourselves the way in which we want. But when they built the tent, as I mentioned, the tent was taking 25 family here and would dependents. So what they did was they would build maybe 10 or 12 tents, big massive tents in the same area, in the same, like a little bit of neighbors, and then so between those 10 tents they will build a massive again sheltered, covered with zinc, a proper zinc. But there again, it's going to provide you with shed. Again, it's going to protect you from the rain. So because we are not allowed to cook, it was that was a very strict rules, that no one was allowed to cook in a tent, but everybody will go to the designated area, which is under the kitchen, be shed, and then we will cook there. So in the morning, mom or dad, everybody will go and cook. But again, that little ration that they are giving you guys is not enough at all. It was not enough. It was just very basic needs. But they are not giving you shoes, they are not giving you slippers, they are not giving you clothes, except for the blanket. So every other thing that you had left behind, you need to start struggling. Again, I saw many people, including my mom, during the day, after eating, we will not be satisfied, and there are a lot of people got really sick. A lot of people got sick. I'm sitting here today telling this my testimony because God has really protected the life that I have, from being born in the refugees, being born as a refugee child, to sitting here today. I think it means a lot to me. That's why I'm here happily sharing my testimony. Okay guys, I think I'm not here to make this video long today. I want to tell you thank you for coming back to listen to my story. So what happened after this second transit, we're going to get into that in the next video. So stay tuned guys, and we're going to get into the next video. Thanks for watching, and always come back. Please like the video, share and subscribe. Thank you all so much for coming. Mwah. So hello guys, what's up, and welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Marie, and this is my journey guys. Thank you for coming back to listen to my amazing journey. Okay, I'm here to tell you guys my testimony. I'm here to share with you the amazing God that we have, and how he has taken me from nowhere and brought me to somewhere. So I am here to share with you my journey. So as I did mention in the previous video, so we were in a second transit. So now we spent 4 months, all right, in the second transit. And guys, if you are here now and you have not watched the previous video, I ask that you go back and watch the previous video, guys. Then of course you're going to understand why I'm here and the journey that I'm here, my experience that I'm here to share, of me being born a year before the Liberian Civil War, living part of my life in Liberia, most of my life on a refugees camp, and amazingly meeting my husband, getting married, and eventually being in Australia. So this is the testimony that I have, and this is my journey that I'm here to share. So life began after the second transit, and then after spending a couple of months in the second transit, guys. So we've been settled in and we were been relaxing, but we knew that that camp was not, or the transit was not big enough to hold the people who was coming. Because again, there was the war. We were staying in the middle of the war, of the Liberian Civil War, okay? So what does that mean was that every other week, there will be people coming. The trucks was coming every week. So the trucks was picking up family who also escaped from the same reason that we are on a camp for, which is the Civil War. They will come in the first transit and get a status. Then they will join us in the second transit. But the camp was getting overcrowded. So we knew in the back of our head, this is not the long-term stay for us, but we knew that they are preparing a place for us where we're going to live for a very, very long time. In fact, for 5 or 10 years, which I still believe. This story is 20 years ago story, but I still believe many people still live on that refugees camp, because we did visit it recently, and we heard that there were still people who still live on the refugees camp. So that was why the camp was being built for long-term living. Okay, so again, so the process has already started. We have our status, so there was no need for us to go through all of that. So we were just waiting for the camp to be prepared, made, and ready for us to go. So again, when the time comes for us to start going, they start taking us, transporting us from the second transit to the actual camp, which is called Camp Learning. So this camp was a massive camp. So approximately, I think, if I'm not mistaken, the total number in the camp, the total amount of number that was at that camp, if I am not mistaken, we were maybe over 60,000 or 60,000, I think.